Well, everyone's talking about the Elizabeth Warren DNA fiasco, you know, but don't you feel like you already know what each side is going to say? It's the same old talking heads spouting the same old talking points. Enough already. One of our guests came up with the perfect solution. Have our liberal and conservative guests argue for the opposition.
It's time to party swap.
Yes, it is. Ow! Let's welcome our player. She's the co-author of America in the Age of Trump. It's a love letter to the president. She's a Fox News contributor.
It is tonight.
Jessica Tarlov. She is here to argue the conservative side. And who is that under the bonnet? Why, it's Guy Benson, townhall.com political editor and co-host of Benson and Harf. He's going to do the opposite. WWE superstar Dolph Ziggler has all the questions, and he will decide our winner. Dolph, you ready to swap?
I cannot wait.
Let's go.
We're going to start with Elizabeth Warren, of course. Guy, I addressed you so you can respond. Forget DNA tests. If Elizabeth Warren feels like she's Native American, shouldn't that be enough to identify as Native American?
Praise be, Dolph. I'm not even sure if I'm allowed to speak words in Mike Pence's America as a woman. Just kidding, I'm a man, but I'm here and I stand in solidarity forever with every woman in this country who is being oppressed. So, as usual, it's a displeasure to be here.
So how does Elizabeth...
Thank you for letting me stay up an extra hour, by the way, to be on this show now. That's terrific.
So how does Elizabeth Warren's DNA test...
2 words for her. Yas, queen. She is crushing it right now. She made Drumpf pay $1 million. He should pay $2 million.
Yeah.
And you know what he should also do? Because she's obviously a Native American, 1/1000th, whatever, it counts. It's her feelings.
Yeah.
It's her truth.
That's right.
Okay? What she should also do is force Drumpf to take one of these tests himself. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to turn out he is 1/8 orange baboon. That's science.
Fair enough. So you would say, like, how brave is Elizabeth Warren?
Highly brave to speak her truth from the hilltops on the Twitter.
Perfect.
Yeah. Well said. Guy
Jessica?
Benson.
Elizabeth Warren wants our president to pay $1 million to charity, even though her DNA test backfired. Explain why Warren should instead be forced to donate the $1 billion funding the border wall.
Well, she should be forced to donate the $1 billion now to fund the border wall because she is a liar.
Wow.
She just made it up to get ahead. She would have never been a professor at Harvard had she been honest about who she is and where she's from.
Yeah.
She's just a poor lady from Oklahoma.
That's right.
Poor lady.
Who has achieved great things, and I am, thrilled that she's in the Senate. I'm pretending I'm a senator. Also, she's my colleague, by the way, for the evening. I thought that was important when I play Orrin Hatch later. But what she's done has made a mockery of all of the things that the left hold dear. She has committed cultural appropriation to the highest extent. She has distracted us from our very important work of confirming Supreme Court justices, no matter what they've done.
Just push them through.
Just push them through. I would like to get back to business of reforming entitlements and fixing the debt and the deficit, and giving people tax cuts at the same time. But she has stood in our way.
Can she just pay for the border wall, though? Can she donate?
Well, she's very rich. She has many homes.
Yes, right? So
I don't know how she got so rich.
I know.
She's a
Well, she
communist.
probably stole the money. She probably
That
went
was
to
supposed to go to someone else.
reservations and took
Well,
their
she gives
money.
speeches probably with Hillary Clinton, and we know how. I get points for that. I said Hillary, right?
Yeah.
Can I point out?
Clinton Foundation. Lock her up.
Just another attack on poor people and women from you. And what kind of last name is Tarlov? It sounds awfully Russian to me. QED, I've just won the argument. Russia.
But you haven't. I am Jewish. We stand with the state of Israel. Until the end of time, would you like to talk about Gaza for a second?
Apartheid. State of Israel. You mispronounced it.
Jessica.
Topic number 2.
Great.
Why is Brett Kavanaugh already the greatest Supreme Court pick of all time?
Because he represents everything that's right in America. He has made it clear that due process is our priority.
And beer.
He has stood in the face of pure evil. His family has been destroyed by just the words of some woman who is confused about an evening in her youth. I have shown you multiple times the floor plan of that house off of Zillow.
Yes, you did have the floor plan. Yeah.
And it is
even though
clear,
we don't know the year or anything, you knew the house.
But
absolutely. But he is an icon for those of us who also, feel so oppressed by white male privilege.
Sure.
Which is tough.
Is Dianne Feinstein
a Jew? I needed to fix that for you.
Just jealous that no one invited her to Beach Week?
I'm not sure they had Beach Week then, when Dianne Feinstein was
horizontal
growing up.
Wow.
But I would really like to call for an investigation into who leaked Dr. Ford's letter.
We'll give it a week.
I think that's critical.
The FBI. Guy, now that Kavanaugh has been confirmed, how soon will women lose the right to vote? Is it before or after midterms?
There we already have, if you haven't been paying attention.
I checked Twitter.
First of all, I like to refer to him as so-called injustice Bart Kavanaugh. He is illegitimate. We all know that.
Okay.
And it's only possible for him to be so-called confirmed by self-hating women like you and fake feminists like Susan Collins, to whom I have one word, and it's from another show. Shame. 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 All of my references are from shows. Shame.
Look at the hysterics.
Typical.
Here. Like,
I am not a mob. I am not an angry mob. Stop saying that.
Guy is living in an alternate universe when there are people out there today who live under Sharia law. Women in Saudi Arabia just got the right to drive.
In Michigan.
And those who in Michigan.
Sharia law. Haven't you heard? It's a lie from the right.
I saw that on the Palmer report.
We have to move on to topic number 3.
I really wanted to know what Guy thought the Devil's Triangle was, but we can keep going.
It wasn't a drinking game.
Why not?
Because Bart Kavanaugh said it was a drinking game, and all he does is lie.
Okay.
Obviously.
Hillary Clinton doesn't think Bill's affair with Monica Lewinsky was an abuse of power. But come on. Didn't Monica abuse her power a little bit?
I am going to recuse myself from all questions related to Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton, and the treatment of women, because it's very, very confusing and difficult for me. I support them because not Trump and pro-abortion, but some of the Me Too stuff, I don't know.
At all. Well, we can always just fix it in post. Jessica?
It's a live show, Dom.
Oh, great. Does Hillary Clinton's recent comments about Monica Lewinsky prove once and for all President Trump was the best candidate for women's rights?
Absolutely. I mean, the whataboutism that came flying out of her mouth the second that her husband was mentioned. Oh, Trump this, Trump that. Well, we know that Bill Clinton slept with Monica Lewinsky. And I'd also like to say, what about...
It depends on how you define that.
What about Juanita Broderick? Liberals love to run around talking about what Donald Trump did.
Yeah.
Let's talk about all the women that Bill Clinton took advantage of.
Believe some women.
Yeah, that's right. That's the hashtag.
Believe some women.
Absolutely right.
I will hear them all. I will only believe those that help me.
Okay, so who wins tonight?
Well, Donald Trump's president, and neither of you are. So I think, Guy, you were too much of a mob tonight. Jessica, you sounded brave and enlightened. Congratulations.
Thank you. I feel like people on Twitter are going to say that this was some affirmative action, that you had to give it to the girl.
Well,
or
it
something.
was.
I don't notice things like gender.
Thank Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah, what if I claim to be Cherokee? Do I win?
1,024th of the prize.
Yes, that's right.
I'll take it. It counts.
Yes.
Barney Swab, Guy, and Jessica, thank you so much.
Thank
Dolph,
you.
thank you for refereeing.
Bless us, everyone.
Amen.